We want to knit the Milano and the full Milano in the same sample. So I want you to switch color after you've knit 30 rows of all needle rib. Knit about 2 rows in a different color, just so that there's a line of demarcation. So to change color, I'm going to bring the carriage and the yarn carrier all the way till the end, and this is where you want to watch. So this prong is going to turn this lever and help me change the yarn carrier. So doing it again, here's the pink yarn, here's the lever that changes the carrier, and now you can see it's got the green yarn. Knit 2 rows with the contrast color. Switch color back to the original color, and we're using the original color to knit the Milano rib now. For the Milano rib, all your cams are open. Knit 1 row. You want to now knit only the front bed and not the back bed. So you are going to close the cam on the back bed, and then coming in the other direction, you want to close the cam in the front bed. So I'm going to knit 2 rows. This has knit only the needles in the front bed. Coming back, knitting only the back bed. Now all your cams have to be open, and you knit 1 row, knitting all the needles together. Close again the same cams that you had closed earlier. So the back and the opposite in the front, and I'm going to knit 2 rows. And now open all your cams and knit 1 row. Again, for the full Milano, do 30 rows again so that you have at least 3-inch sample. Bring your carriage to the right side so that you can switch color for 2 rows in a contrast color. When you do the 2 rows of contrast color, just open all your cams so all needles on both beds are knit. I want to bring your attention to something that happens here. If your tension with the spring disc is too tight, you can either loosen your tension, or in my case, I know that I do like that tension, and I'm just going to release the yarn here. So every time you feel the tension on your carriage, that it's too tight while you're taking it across, just bring your focus up and loosen your yarn a little bit. Switch color, and now you are ready to do the half Milano. All cams are open. Your first row is knitting all the needles on both beds. Now in the second row, you want to knit all the needles on the back but not knit the needles on the front. So I'm just going to close this cam, the lead cam on the front. Knit just 1 row and then open all cams because you want to knit all needles on both beds. Then again, you want to close the lead cam on the front bed because you want to knit only the needles on the back bed. Now open all your cams, knit 1 row. Again, you have to do 3 inches of this sample. To cast off, just knit about 4 rows with all cams open and bring your carriage to the right. Break your yarn after your needle. So break your yarn from here. Take the yarn between the 2 beds and tie it off. release your yarn carrier and then run your empty carriage across. When you run your empty carriage across, please make sure that you're holding the sample at the bottom. You might even want to take your weights off. Just hold your fabric, apply a little pressure and take the carriage across.